you're better at than I am. And that's kissing Vince McMahon's ass. The only thing that's real is me and the fact that day in and day out, for almost 6 years, I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, even in commentary. Nobody can touch me.
Oh, shit. All right, we are back. I don't know if I'm back on Facebook or not. It is what it is. All right, so the WWE, there's some discussions and there's some conversation around right now. Is this it? That's 40 minutes ago. Why am I not live on Facebook? No, whatever. We'll figure it out. Anyway, there's some conversations in the with fans. Has the WWE lost touch? Currently, right now, ticket prices for WrestleMania are absurd, high as a giraffe's butt, and if you've paid attention, if you're a wrestling fan, a few years back, TKO, the WWE merged with the UFC, becoming TKO, and basically becoming like one big company that does all combat sports, which the WWE is not as much it is a competition. They get in the ring, they it is choreographed, yes, it is staged, but as far as like the UFC being an actual supposed to be actual fighting and scoring and stuff like that, not predetermined from what we understand, the WWE is a little different. The thing that Vince McMahon did well with the WWE was understanding its fans from a financial standpoint. Fans may be upset about creative, okay? But what kept them coming back was it was affordable. You can go to a live, if you couldn't go to see, John Cena at Madison Square Garden on Monday, well, you may be able to see him in Rochester the next night or in Allentown the next night. I'm using locations that are close to me. They do fewer road shows, okay, which, give or take it. I don't wrestle, so, maybe the wrestlers are okay with that, but they do fewer road shows. And they have fewer matches on the PLE, which I think 10 is a lot, but 7 or 8 I think is okay. They do fewer segments in the PLE. What do I mean by segments? Go back, or if you got Netflix, go on Netflix, watch some of them old pay-per-views. They used to do stuff in between the matches to kind of kill the monotony versus going match. The WWE right now, they said WrestleMania tickets are absurd. I listened to the Masked Man Show podcast, great podcast with Kaz, and the host Mark Schumacher said there's a guy he knows who's going to every WrestleMania since WrestleMania 20 and missed one or something like that. Said this year he's not going. He paid for the same seat every year, same spot. Paid no more than like $200-300 for it, and now this year it is up to $2,000. And I hope I told that story right. Mark, I don't know the guy who runs TKO, but he basically said, "Well, Vince didn't do it right. There was a lot of money left on the table because he could have charged more." No, Vince did do it right because Vince's philosophy is, "I want families to come. You should be able to come to a wrestling show, bring your kids, bring your wife, have a lot of fun, have a little extra money to buy merch." That's where a lot of the money, merchandise and the DVD sales and pay-per-view buys. And the WWE doesn't need, they make all their money off of TV revenue. Let's be clear. All right? They make all their money off TV revenue. So the notion that they need to charge more, and a lot of stuff is just run bad. Moving to ESPN, where if you had the WWE app, the WWE app, the WWE app, it was $9. Even when it went to Peacock, it only went to like $13 if you didn't want commercials. If you didn't care about commercials, it was $7.99. You put the WWE in two, not one, two streaming services. Netflix without commercials and the top tier is $21. The ESPN app, if you get Disney with it, is $40. It's $30 by itself, just the app. So the question comes down to the thing. Does the WWE feel like, what did I write down? Why the WWE is missing its core audience? Its core audience for the WWE are not stockbrokers. It's not bros. It's not the elite of the elite, even though there is an elite in wrestling. It's not the elite. People aren't showing up to the arenas for a wrestling match in mink coats. And I don't give a rat's ass how many times you put Jelly Roll and Metro Boom and fill in the blank celebrity that only sits for a few minutes until they go on camera. I don't care how many times you put them on TV. The wrestling fans are dorky, nerdy. Yeah, there are a couple suave guys, but it's not really. They're guys who work hard, have jobs, scrimp, and save to buy those tickets. Families of incomes of all shapes and sizes, but primarily blue-collar families, and I get it. In our country, blue-collar now is a bad word. We only use blue-collar when we want to win a vote. But when we need to remember that there are bread and butter of the people who buy, we don't need to keep up with them. And you're sitting there, Brent, this is a capitalistic country. I get it. I'm not against making money. Lord knows I'm not. But at the same time, at what cost? What cost are you doing? The WWE has been around for a while, but we're talking about its infancy now. From 1984 to 1994 to 1992, booming. By 94, they thought they were going out of business. It wasn't until Stone Cold, and The Rock showed up and saved the WWE. Fans have been chasing that, but it hasn't come back. But we were always going to chase it because, well, it was affordable. The WWE had a show in Wilkes-Barre. I live near Wilkes-Barre, PA. And a few of us were going to go. And I looked up the tickets. I even looked on Game Time. To sit in the nosebleeds, they wanted $350. I go to a Knicks game and sit closer than that. That's absurd. What are you doing? What are you doing? And some will say, it's Triple H's fault. It's not. Triple H ain't making these decisions. Now, his creative is trash, but this is TKO. And I got news. I got news for TKO. You're going to find yourself in the next few years, if WrestleMania this year doesn't blow the roof off, if you can't find a way to draw people in, well, guess what? You're going to be wishing and hoping for bingo halls real soon, because that's where it's going. I'm glad. Yeah, you're trying to make all the money, but again, at what cost? Anyway, thank you all for listening on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a lot of fun. We should be back next week with another show. If you like the show, download it on Spotify. More importantly, if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, download the DJ Chase Radio app right now. And you can listen to the show Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. Follow us on all. Follow me, me and Shaft, the Royal We, me and Shaft. Shaft, would you come over? Where you at, buddy? You know what spot, Shaft? You want to come over? All right, Money Penny will come over. But Shaft makes it better to do the show. He stays in one spot. Anyway, follow the show on all social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Subscribe on YouTube. Yeah, yay. And yeah, I'm losing my voice. So we're just gonna wrap this thing up. Be safe. All right, guys, have fun. And yeah, I'm not gonna get philosophical. I'm not gonna go there. I don't feel like it. A lot of stuff happens, but I just gonna talk to my wife about it. Who I think is asleep. It's a good thing I bought that pizza. All right, well, I'll let you guys. Deuces. Oh no, it won't stop. I couldn't stop the show.